Hey guys, today we're talking about going from Boulder Beach
to Sunbeam RV Park in California.
Alrighty.
So it was quite the drive there. We stayed hooked, but always with the possibility of unhooking. And the route we took, when you see dips,
It is quite a bit. The road goes up and down like you wouldn't believe. And when you have a long RV with the toad behind it, you feel everything. It is like you're in a boat going through the ocean.
it's so you'll see signs on the highway and it'll just say dips. And there's dips. You can just see in front of you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Besides that, it was a very chill drive. We just took it slow. We took a little bit longer than we had expected because of all the dips. We did stop twice to gas up. On this trip, I highly recommend using Gas Buddy. Prices in California are very expensive.
It helped a lot,
Yeah.
especially with the second stop, because we were able to actually go into Arizona, into Yuma, which saved us over $2 a gallon, I believe it was.
Yeah.
We went from the high fives to the mid threes.
Sunbeam was $40 a night. It was a little more expensive than we are used to.
But it was a full RV park.
A full RV park, full hookups. This place was really cool. There was a little library. They had a workout area. They had laundry.
Swimming pool.
They had a pool. Yeah. Just lots of ways to keep kids entertained. It was awesome.
A lot of permanent residents there as well.
A lot. One thing, this is in El Centro. That is the desert. It was hot. Very hot.
Extremely.
We were very happy we had full hookups. That AC ran day and night.
110 degrees Fahrenheit,
At
115
least.
degrees. So you're in the low to mid 40 Celsius. It was very, very hot and dry.
Very, very dry. From there, we were able to go to San Diego, LA. It was about a 3-hour drive from there, which was not bad.
It was fine.
Except driving through the mountains. Highly recommend checking out Google Maps and looking at the route before you attempt that drive with a big rig. We had the Jeep, so we were fine, but it would be quite a climb with an RV or a trailer.
Yeah, we only took the Jeep through there to go. We didn't stay further in California that way, so we didn't get an opportunity to see how it would handle. There's a lot of semis that are actually pulled off on the side, and their engines, their transmission cool off, and there's a lot of water stations. Actually, they're just barrels, I think, probably water barrels that are filled. So
I think
you
they're
overheat,
filled daily.
and I'm not sure how they get filled or
No,
who fills them.
I saw a guy filling it up when we were driving by. There was a guy with a hose filling it up.
So that if your engine's overheating, your transmission's overheating, that you can just dump it in. Yeah.
We've never seen that.
No.
So many barrels. It was very interesting. The drive there was really cool. We were driving after all the crazy dips. We all of a sudden started seeing sand everywhere. So there was a lot of sand dunes that we drove through.
Quite a bit. It was amazing just seeing the terrain, seeing... It looks like, well, you are in the middle of the desert. It is forever. It goes on forever.
In El Centro is a very nice little town. From Sunbeam to El Centro, we were about 10 minutes away.
Yeah, it's very quick.
You have a Target, you have Walmart, you have...
everything you need.
Everything, anything and everything.
Multiple gas stations. There's a hospital there.
Mm-hmm. It's a very nice little town to go and check out. A lot of Spanish speaking, so to all the Latinos out there, you will feel Very comfortable there.
Yeah, very
I'll
welcoming. Very welcoming place.
Very. Also, we did stop. This was the first time that we took money out of an ATM. Was in a Centro. We went to Chase Bank. We just read. We have CIBC cards from Canada, and we just read that Chase was probably the easiest one to deal with. So very helpful people there. We asked where to exchange for pesos because we had no idea. We, yeah, very, very nice people. One thing for the Canadians, travelers out there,
Very expensive.
talk to your bank. Before you leave on your trip, go talk to your bank. See different options, different fees. We found out the hard way that there was a lot of fees included every time we used our debit. So at Chase, the fees were a little bit more comfortable. I think it was about $5 using the ATM. And then of course you have your exchange rate and any fees that your bank charges. So please double check all that before you leave on your trip. And on your credit card as well. And make sure you have that all lined up. Those are the biggest tips that we can give anybody planning to travel in the States, as things rack up very quickly.
Very fast. And remember the cash. I believe cash and debit. Some places I think were debit, but it's always cash, better at the pumps.
Yes.
Save 10 cents a gallon.
I think at the end of the day, if I could go back and do something differently, would be carry more cash. Just take a hit at the ATM and then just carry cash for the rest of the trip, just because those fees, again, they add up
Every
quick.
time.
Yeah, every time you're using a Visa or debit, there's a fee, so please talk to your bank. So from El Centro, we also did some research and we were able to find out that it's easier if you just go into Mexicali the day before or a couple days before crossing the border. We'll do a full video on that, but just to touch on it, if you're crossing the border, also to get your FMM and to also get your insurance. We got our insurance before we left.
Online.
And then we went to Staples, printed everything out. So we have paper copies, we have copies on our phones. From El Centro, we were able to get a little prepared to come into Mexico. We did some exchange some money there. So you want to look for a Casa de Cambio Nacional. So it's like a house of exchange, a national house of exchange. And that's where you just take your American money, ask them for pesos, and they'll, if you're trying to do a conversion or anything, they're all pretty much the same. All throughout. They were at 1960, some changed by a couple of cents, but it's not worth it to drive around and try to find. Any banks, you have to order it. So
Yeah, even being as close as we were to Mexico in El Centro, I thought they would have a lot more pesos available, but they didn't. You still, just like any other place, you have to order it. And you got to wait a week for it to come in.
exactly.
So El Centro is really nice. You start getting a lot more of the Mexican culture, a lot more of the food. We did go into a couple of the fast food restaurants, like Burrito Place, and the portions were actually really good size, really good flavor. And if you order something that's hot, it's definitely going to be spicy. If it says El Diablo, it is going to be hot. It's not like your normal places where you get something spicy and you're just kind of like, yeah, that was alright. I got about 3/4 of the way through and I had to put it to the side. I could not finish it. It was big anyways,
Yeah.
for the portion size to try to finish it all, but it was spicy.
And El Centro, Mexican culture, but still California prices.
Yes.
So
yeah. Everything's expensive.
beware. Like, we were only there for a week, and that was financially, that was more than enough. Sunbeam, I recommend it to anybody and everybody, especially if you have kids and you're there
It was an awesome place.
in that area for a week or so. But just remember, it is the desert. If you go late summer, early fall, it's still hot. Like very, very hot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although the locals were all wearing jeans by the time
We weren't used to it yet.
we were
I
all
don't
in
think we'll ever be
shorts
used
and
to it.
tank tops, and they were all in jeans and long sleeves, and but yeah,
Yep.
talking to some of the locals there, you know, they all just tell you the same thing. Yeah, we're in the desert right now. It's very hot here, so
Be prepared.
so stay tuned for our next video.
Going through the border, crossing through into San Felipe, into Baja, California.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe.
And we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.